Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We are zooming in and focusing in a little bit more in depth on the personality traits and expression of a female psychopath. And that is essentially a very high threshold to pain and how they react to pain within themselves and how they react to pain or distress in others. Now, the female psychopath is exemplified, one of the neural networks and how they process emotional information is basically with a lack of empathy or a lack of acknowledgement of the emotional content of experiences, events, people, and experiences emotionally as well as physically. So, and there a lot is not yet known or really understood on the dopamine, the reward system that is so sensitive in them and really kind of hyper aroused, but also coupled with a lack of empathy, a high testosterone, and really which makes them insensitive totally, with a lack of consciousness, meaning lack of empathy, lack of morality, lack of sense of right or wrong, lack of respect for others, and even a real acknowledgement of the needs, rights, and obligations of others, as well as society as a whole. They feel above and beyond the law, that as if it doesn't really apply to them. And this has a lot of ramifications and consequences. Namely, the fact that they can be extremely what is known as sang-froid, or from the French, cold-blooded, meaning they really don't have an awareness of not only the pain within themselves. They have a very high threshold of pain within themselves, but also with others. So they, if you've ever seen a psychopath who has injured themselves, they almost seem to be disconnected from the experience, as if they're just watering a plant. They broke their arm and they're just basically holding it with and not really saying, oh my gosh, that hurt, or I feel, like I can't really perform my activities. They have a very sort of cold-blooded or distinct distance from the experience. And it's very odd. It's very cold. It's very callous. It's as if it almost doesn't register to them. And they oftentimes will find it humorous or funny when others hurt themselves. So if somebody is in pain or, saying, ow, you might get laughter out of them. If someone is hurt or injured, they, will also kind of react with a lot of distance and what is known as kind of cold-bloodedness, and as if they don't really feel it. They don't have an empathy. They don't have a humanity. They don't have a warmth. And it's because, it does not register. They don't have that open-heartedness, that soul, and really that attentiveness to this. And they, furthermore, this I think is initially beguiling to others, because they say, wow, look at this person. They're so unflinching. They're so strong, or they're so unaffected. And, if there's a loss of a pet or a loss of another, they're late for somebody, and this person is very much distressed. They really have no concern with what they've just done. Like if they have just, messed up a meeting and they were not at the meeting, they were not there, they just don't seem to really care. They have a very cold indifference. And so if you see this trait, this is a very strong indication that you're dealing with someone presenting with some antisocial and psychopathy in their personality disorder. It's Peace and Harmony with you here today. I hope these videos do help. Please share and please subscribe for more great tools, videos, discussion, and support.